Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me all right? Hopefully. um, yes, James, hello. How are you doing? You're here for once. How Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad that you were here. I saw the spam right before the chat, so there you go in response to that. So, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing all right. Um, you'll notice that I am probably not smiling nearly as much as the previous streams. I'm gonna test out like the full range of the model to see what exactly I'm having some issues with. You're eating some pears. Well, I hope that you are enjoying those pears. Um, So yeah, I'm just working on a couple of things with the model. So I'm gonna test out some of the full scope, if I can talk, of just everything. See how the face range works, and I feel like we're gonna get into some pretty serious story stuff in Genshin today. So I feel like the smile might ruin it. So you'll see some frowns, and I'm just hoping to see like any issues that I'm having with it, because this program really likes to promote how asymmetrical my face is, because I have so much trouble turning left and keeping a consistent face. So so yeah, if you see me frown, I'm probably not frowning IRL in real life. That's just how the model works. That's just how I'm resting. So, yeah. I don't have too much to say this go around. So, hopefully, everyone in the chat has a fun time. I guess I can start with a recap because of last stream, because I finally got the VODs to work, and I'll put socials in the description, my about section soon, but I do have a YouTube channel that I'm putting all my VODs in, because I found out that Twitch changed their thing where instead of keeping a VOD for 14 days, I think you can only keep it for 7. So I'm trying to get those on YouTube as quickly as I can, and that you can watch to your heart's content. It's just me. It's just Aleskabel on YouTube, so you should be able to find me without any issues. But yeah, that's about it in terms of updates and such. Yeah, it's been like 7 days without Partner Prime, which is lame. That is so lame. It's very lame. But thankfully they've been exporting to YouTube pretty easily, so I haven't been having any issues with that. Other than that, I'm just not used to it being so long. I'm not used to posting videos that are over, like, 15 minutes long. So, yeah, hopefully by the end of each stream I should have a VOD ready to go. So, thank goodness they made getting it to YouTube easy. They did. They really did. It's very, very easy. So you are more than welcome to watch the VOD of last stream, which was on Sunday. A lot happened. A lot happened. So I'll give a quick recap, but if you want a more in-depth thing of what happened, you are welcome to watch the VOD on my YouTube channel. Again, it's just Aleskabel on YouTube, and it's the same face. You'll see the same face, don't worry. You'll see this lovely face. So a quick run through of what happened last time. I did the entirety of Chapter 3, Act 3, and what we did was that we met up with Lesser Lord Kusanali in the body of Catherine of the Adventurers Guild, again, because Kusanali can take over, like, the consciousness of people. And after we found out that the Academia was doing experiments on the people of Sumeru City, Kusanali thought that the best thing to do would be to try and get someone on the inside to give us intel, and we did that by trying to pretty much guilt this person into giving us the info. by that meaning that we took over other people's consciousness to just berate this poor girl with guilt, because she was technically a part of the scheme, but she's like the assistant of the head mage, or the sage, not mage, the head sage of the academia. And ooh, it was a ride. We had to memorize stuff. I thankfully got that all right so we could easily convince this assistant to give us intel. Head sage mage working for minimum wage. We are on the same page. Yeah, oh my god. I'm not ready for James's puns this go around. So basically, when we did try to meet up with getting the intel from the assistant, turns out that she had a recording device on her, and that the second Fatui Harbinger, means he's the second most powerful within the 11 Fatui Harbingers, which they're technically the bad guys, but it's like a gray zone as to who's really good and who's really bad in this whole scenario, but they're the bad guys for the time being. And we met up with the second Fatui Harbinger, Il Dottore, or the Doctor. And he found out about our plans, and he basically put a wanted bounty on our head. And we managed to run away from him, and we tried to meet up with one of our friends who wasn't affected by it, by the name of Tainari, and we met up with Nahida Kusanali in the body of Catherine, where we were supposed to meet up with Tainari, and we met up with another character by the name of Hypatia, who is trying to put her consciousness into the dream world. She's trying to figure out how to connect her consciousness with Irminsul, which is basically what's left of the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata in terms of her consciousness. And it's just a lot of consciousness and dreaming and stories, so I'm sorry if this is starting to get confusing. But anyways, she claims that she saw a premonition of the god of Irminsul, and she allows us to go into that state. But when we do go into that state, we find out more about another Fatui Harbinger by the name of Scaramouche, who is the sixth Fatui Harbinger and ran away from the Fatui, I think, at some point, after he ran off with a piece of the Inazuma's god's power, basically, like a little bit of her power, and he kind of ran off. And so we found out through this backstory of his that he is trying to become a god, and the academia is trying to help out with that. So they're trying to artificially create a god with a puppet, and it's not good. Everyone's going insane, everyone's trying to kill us, and before we could meet up with Tainari after meeting with Hypatia, we do get ambushed, and the puppet of Catherine gets destroyed. However, Nahida was able to successfully move her consciousness into ours, and we find out that Scaramouche has found out where Nahida is, and is probably going to attack her at some point. But to try and get more help, we have been instructed to go to the desert to try and get some help there. So that is kind of where we are. We met up with another character by the name of Al-Haytham, who we met in a previous quest, and he's like, I'll help you out. And then we meet up with a couple of other characters by the name of Sino and Candace, and so we don't trust Sino all that much, but we're getting ready to start to do a quest with him in terms of helping people that are disappearing from the desert's village. So, I don't know if I explained that very well, but god, that was a mouthful. I swear it makes more sense if you watch the VOD. But that's the synopsis. So yeah, let's get started. I had been building some stuff, so I'm not in the desert right now, but we're gonna start there soon. So let me stop the music, and let's get started by getting Genshin up and running. You'll have to give me a second while I get some stuff loaded, and for the game to not lag. So give me 1 second. And again, I'm not sure why Genshin wants to disappear whenever I change screens, but that's what's happening. Oh, and just one more heads up. If it looks like my eyes are freaking out a little bit, that is because I have my glasses on. I usually do this with contacts, but my eyes were not feeling it today, so we're wearing glasses. So if they look like they're really shaky or kind of going all over the place, I swear I'm paying attention to the game and the story. It's just the glasses. So I'm also going to have to try and fix that at some point. So I have been doing some independent stuff on my own, so let me get some adjustments with the audio settings. If it looks too loud or too quiet, let me know, and we'll get started. Let's see. It's a little laggy on my end. Hopefully it's not on your end. It usually doesn't seem to be, but we're just gonna get used to some stuff. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about what the heck's going on, feel free to ask and I will try my very best to explain. So, good news is that I did some polls off screen and I got the 4-star character. I got Candace. Haha! She's so pretty. I love her so much. So now I got the newest 5-star, Sino, who I'm trying to build, and I'm building him in a really weird way that a lot of people who play the game will probably get mad at me about. But we're gonna try it out. I need to build the weapon that I want to use for him. Turns out I don't have that many materials that I need, so maybe we'll do that at some point. But for now, we're going to focus on the story. I have Candace somewhat built. I gave her the catch as a weapon because I'm going to try and focus on her skills and her burst, but mostly her skill because she's got a good shield. I'm going to switch up her artifacts later, I promise, because I need to give her the tenacity of the Millilith, which gives her like a boost in her HP, because that's what she uses to absorb damage from her shield. So the more HP she has, the better she can shield, basically. But right now, I have a 2-piece Noblesse Oblige and a 2-piece Heart of Depth, which gives her an elemental burst damage and extra hydro damage, respectively. I only got her once, so she has no constellations, and I was able to bump up her talents to 444, which was really good. But at this point, I think from here on out, I'm just going to focus on her skill and burst. But I got her! So that's all that matters because she's super cute.
Everything's in place.
And I like her a lot. So she's got an awesome shield. And
you're exposed.
She is able to get a lot of elemental particles, so she can recharge her burst really quickly. You know so much about this game. That's what happens when you play it when you start it in version 1.1 at like the very beginning. So it's been like 2 years, almost 2 years since I've played it. So we're celebrating the 2nd anniversary at this point. So let us get started with Chapter 3, Act 4. Hooray! So let's do that. And I've opened up the desert a bit. I mentioned this last stream, I opened up the desert a bit, just so I can collect stuff for Candace and Sino. There's materials, but you can't really collect as much as I thought you could until you do a quest to unlock the underground parts, which are like the ruins of the pyramids. So we're just gonna have to wait for that. So, alright, let's go, let's start.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think.
Oh, by the way, real quick, story content here. The Village Keepers, the Academia has this terrible system where they want their students to get so much knowledge, but some of them go too far into obtaining knowledge that they lose their minds. And so they get sent to Aru Village, which is where we are now, to get better. And they're known as the Village Keepers. So that's who we're referring to when we mean the Village Keepers, are the students of the academia who have gone mad from obtaining too much knowledge.
When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
He just leaves. That's it. He's like, I don't have anything else to say. Goodbye. Ooh, it's so laggy. It's got to get used to OBS for a little bit.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Oh?
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Oh, by the way, one of these, this kid right here, his quote-unquote grandpa is one of the village people that have gone missing. So.
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak.
Isak.
You mean
that's
that
his name.
nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Oh, what a polite little dude. Okay. Let's see. Oh, lower. Okay. I was like, where are they? I hope they mean this low. No, I went too... Bear with me, chat. Hang on. I went a little too low. Lower than I thought. How low can you go?
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
We're asking for missing people, not your domestic situation, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you.
Aw, that's
I've
sweet.
known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy.
My thoughts exactly, Paimon.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh?
What's wrong, Sino? Did something happen?
Don't say anything for now.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Isak, stay here.
Are we being followed? Again?
Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Oh, we're being followed. Chapter 3, Act 4, King Deshret and the Three Magi. Alright, so we gotta go lower. Oh,
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
oh. Just as a heads up for those who don't know, the Scarlet King was a god who lived a long time ago and died. So there's like a group of people who believe that the Scarlet King or King Deshret is going to resurrect and return.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a
Oh.
sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
I'm not sure why that they keep putting King Deshret over top of the Scarlet King. They never do that with any other titles. Apparently it's just for the Scarlet King. But you know, for like the Raiden Shogun, or we don't get like the Almighty Agosho or anything like that over top of her name. Or we don't get anything above like Morax and Rex Lapis from Liyue. We don't get that. It's just the Scarlet King. It's so weird.
Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Oh?
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Oh shit. They're already cowering in fear.
Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Bro, this guy is bad news, bro.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up. I swear.
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
I'm talking.
Got it.
Spill
I
everything.
At
We
first,
wanna hear
I told
everything.
myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty.
What's
I'm
up?
just saying what
Hey,
the others
Crazy
said.
Gamer! How are you doing? We're threatening people to give us information right now.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but
I'd be
dislike
doing-
the Dendro Archon.
The Academia is probably the true target of their hatred. So, yeah, the late Rukkhadevata, the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is like what the Academia loves. But then when Lesser Lord Kusanali came to be, they're just like, we don't give a shit about you. We'd rather make our own god rather than have you as one, basically. And then people in the desert are like, oh, we believe in this dead god that might come back to life. It's a mess in Sumeru right now.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
Ooh, sorry, give me a second, guys. My eye is freaking out.
No,
Ooh,
not at all.
something in my
I
eye.
wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Ooh.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
Good thing I'm not one of your enemies.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I just have to say, this serious demeanor is really funny because I have him. I don't have him in my party, but I have him, and I'm building him at the moment. And he's well known for telling terrible jokes, so he's got a terrible sense of humor and collects, like, cards for a card game. Kind of like Pokemon cards. So it's really funny to see him this serious when you know that about him. It's fantastic. I love characters like this. All the more reason for you not to get on his bad side.
I heard that.
Ah!
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Maybe we could check on the scholars' homes. Maybe we'll find something there.
Very well.
Very.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Yep. We're gonna find mad scholars. Oh shoot, okay, we're following. We're just following. I hate that kind of thing where it's
Grandpa?
they go one
He
speed and we
likes
go
to be
next.
alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Oh. Yeah, the guy he's referring to is not actually his real grandpa. He looks a lot like his grandpa, who has passed away already. So he just refers to him as that. It's quite sad, quite sad.
Oh, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
He's in a tent? Our village doesn't even give him, like, a room?
There sure isn't much here.
Aw. What's that smell? Sino, did you catch a faint whiff of incense? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, just as a heads up, this is how we met Scaramouche in we used the incense to go to the other world to meet Irmin's soul. The connection to later Lord Rukkhadevata. Oh god. I'm late, but I'm here now. Hi, Oolong! How are you doing? You haven't missed much. We've just been talking with people, trying to get information on where the mad scholars have gone, so you didn't miss much.
No.
No?
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
It's definitely that one. Oh, it's the one that we used to see Scaramouche's backstory.
But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
Aw, look at Paimon being concerned.
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
He sounds offended.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tighnari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tighnari.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes.
Oh, they're friends! My two favorites from
concentrate.
Sumeru are friends.
I can also make out the scent of incense.
Oh,
Wait, surely Tighnari didn't lecture you too.
No. No need.
I can't handle this scent very well.
Did you first encounter this scent at Tighnari's house?
No, it was in the forest where a scholar was meditating. This is Hypatia, the one that I was talking about earlier.
In the forest. From a scholar.
Let's keep looking for more clues. It'd be more efficient if we split up. Let's split up and look for clues, gang. That's what you never do. Oh, shit, he's just going. He's going. Where do I need to go? So it looks like someone's been living here this entire time. I'm shocked that he just wants to live out here and not have a room in Aru Village. Let's see, does you have anything to say?
Oh, where did Grandpa go? Please come home, Grandpa.
Aww. Let's see. Oh, okay. I wasn't done looking around. At least we get good music while we're investigating.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Footprints?
Paimon doesn't see anything.
No.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here, from the size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
You mean someone else has been here?
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
He doesn't have any friends. Oh no.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Lured him away, so that's what happened.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time. God, both of these are just poking Paimon. Poor thing.
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
That's fair. That's fair. I am also very easily swayed by some good food.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
Oh, don't cry.
So,
Don't
someone's
cry.
taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Is it to resurrect King Desheret?
Are the rumors really true?
That's the only lead we have so far.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Chill out, dude. We are. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't cry.
Sounds
I
like
feel
we
bad.
better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
We're actually gonna do some exploring. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready. We say to meet up with Candace as we're playing as Candace. By the way, congrats! I got Candace. Woo! She's so freaking pretty. I love her. I love her so much. All right. God, he's so far away from the village. My goodness. So I am so excited to start exploring more of the desert. I've explored a teeny bit, but not too much because I wanted to save that for streams. So I hope that you guys like seeing sand because we're actually exploring the sand this time around.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
Oh, by the way, this other one in red and black, her name is Dia. We've met her before. She's kind of a mercenary for someone that we met in the last couple of story quests. So we've met her before. She's really cool. I like her a lot, too.
Ah, welcome back. Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
Uh-oh.
We haven't seen him at all.
Did he leave? Oh my god, I'll hate them. You stubborn little bastard.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Fantastic. Hey, yo. Hey, man. Hey, Felix. How you doing? Hey, the gang's all here. I love it. We're just continuing the story. You haven't missed much. We haven't started exploring. We've just been interrogating people in the village about the disappearance of the mad scholars and such. So,
Did you find out anything useful?
you tell Candace and Dia everything you've learned.
I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village. The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it.
Oh, don't be sketchy. Good, good. I was helping Connor with some factor spins about the upcoming pod recording. Oh, yeah! Oh, I hope that went pretty well. I hope everything went well with that. I hope everything's going well with the recordings. For those of you in the chat who don't know, James and Crazy Gamer 97, aka Connor, have a podcast called Spin It, and it's pretty fun. They have like this trivia section called Factor Spin. They review various albums and such in it. It's pretty fun. Felix and I do some of the art for it, and yeah, they've been having a lot of fun with it, and they're getting ready to do some pretty good ones here soon, some pretty good albums here soon. I don't know what he'll choose or if he'll use any of it, but we shall see. Well, good luck. I hope that they choose a lot of your stuff, because I know that I think the album that you're helping out with, I'm sure that you have a lot of fun trivia for that.
Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
I don't know, maybe the doctor? The Fatui? Most likely? That's what I'm thinking.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
We get an extra tip.
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
Oh, is she saving us an extra step? Oh my gosh.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Those are some interesting names. I feel like I've heard these names somewhere before.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke.
Being
The
broke?
rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia.
Is that guy overhearing us, one of these guys?
Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
But Dia, why do I look so skeptical? Huh? Dia's winking at me. Maybe I should stay quiet for now. Oh, she sees the person eavesdropping. Oh man, all these people are so perceptive and I'm just here oblivious as hell. If you don't know, in the last stream, Alhaitham had to save us because we were completely oblivious over the fact that we were being followed into the desert. We're not smart, apparently.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
I love these dynamics. These two, I think, don't like each other all that much.
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I forgot to update that. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of people probably try to join my world because they also want to steal the materials for Candace and Sino. But they're not gonna get any because I need that. And I'm gonna be selfish.
I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try
As
our
you
best to
should.
figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Ugh. I love Dia. She knows what's going on. I love her. Let's see.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way. It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
We are going to fix that real quick. Give me 1 second to fix that so we don't keep seeing that over and over again. There we go. If I reject it, hopefully it should just automatically do that without any issues. Alright, so go to Caravan Rebot, which is the entrance to the desert. So we gotta backtrack a little bit, unfortunately. Also, I'm gonna be collecting some stuff for Candace and Sino along the way whenever we start really exploring the desert, so you'll have to... bear with me. I don't know why the camera keeps trying to zoom in on me. I apologize for the frantic movements. We have the little scarab buddies! I love them. I need those. So the scarabs we need for Sino, and the fruit that I was plucking off the cactus, we need that for Candace. So I have them both at level 60 right now. I want to try and get both of them to, like, level 80. Candace is definitely going to be a little more difficult for that because I haven't been fighting her boss all that much to get the materials. But Sino, I kind of did his a little ahead of time. So hopefully his should be faster if I can collect these stupid little bugs. So we're going to ignore those for now. I'm very sorry. If you want to see me fight, we will fight eventually. Maybe I'll take a break from the story depending on if it's going too slow and maybe do some artifact hunting. Not artifact hunting, but weapon material fighting in domains to hopefully just, you know, get it going a little more. So, I'm sorry if it's a little slow paced at the start. So...
Well, here we are again.
Here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more.
Ouch.
Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I wasn't expecting Paimon to say that, oh my gosh. Paimon and I can be on the same wavelength sometimes, I swear.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Do it. Get it. Tear the wall down, Dia. I understand how she feels, but I hope she doesn't do anything drastic here.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No. I don't think she would.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all.
I don't think she's the type of person to do that. I just think she's got, like, a short temper, but, like, recovers with them pretty quickly, from what I've seen. I don't think she would do that. She's
we're here to
responsible.
procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh.
Oh,
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
is there a tavern in here? Was there somewhere I could go inside in this area and I didn't realize? Or is it... Okay, it's just outside. I forgot. There is a tavern here. My bad. Oh! Oh no.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
Sorry, the game glitched on me for just a second. I was worried that my internet went out.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Zaki.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? guests from another land?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
Drinking buddy.
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
God, they're drinking buddies by proxy.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days, so you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
I feel like this is going to be... Oh my god, we're going back in the desert? Where are we? We're just... it's too close to teleport. I guess we need like a little bit of a slow... I guess we need to go a little bit slow because of all the shit that went down last time. We got like 4 cutscenes, guys! That's a lot that Genshin has done in any quest at all. So, I apologize if it's slow. We'll get to the good stuff eventually. Don't ask why I'm climbing this. It's literally right here. I didn't need to climb no stinking wall.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Deserted in the desert.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
What? We've been betrayed so quickly.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
Oh, that's...
What's this all about, Zaki?
Oh, we can take them.
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Why is she sounding so surprised?
Someone knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
Oh, please. We can take these guys. We
And you
take
left
them
the
on daily
strongest one
commissions
in
all the
village,
time.
didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
We were drinking. You guys are drinking buddies.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Oh my gosh. I guess Scarlet King buddies. Trump drinking buddies. I'm sorry, Dia.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the Academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar, And Edgar, you're here too, huh?
I was right. The dude eavesdropping was one of them.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
God, I feel so bad for Kusanali. She's literally like my favorite. She's quite literally my favorite god. And I feel so bad that she's getting the brunt end of the stick for everything. She deserves better.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
Oh shit.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking. Get him.
Oh, we get to fight. Yay.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
You got it.
Following orders.
No, and now they're too scared to come toward me.
Pin them down!
Mind the deluge.
Dissipate.
Oh, it's so laggy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see. Where'd they go?
We shall
Let's nip that in the butt.
See, look how easy that was.
Impossible. How could you?
Impossible.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network
so
now,
dramatic.
Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop.
Ooh.
I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all.
Okay, so she was just pretending to act surprised. Okay.
And of
sweet.
course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action.
Weak. As Zhao would say. Weak.
Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting.
Dude, and Candace is a support in this game.
That so-called flame main is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
I love Dia so much.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Pathetic. Ugh. God, I love Dia so much.
Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
She's prepared for everything. So those names you mentioned.
You mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves.
Oh, that's embarrassing. That's actually kind of sad. Oh, that's cringe. That is mighty cringe.
Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
So who is the ducktail bearded crook?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
I knew that nice guy thing was a phase. It wasn't real. Oh, man.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
Oh, man.
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Oh, God.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for you.
God, I'm so out of the
You're
loop.
too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora.
Aww.
And that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Aww. Paimon really considered you a friend.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person.
What makes you so sure?
Because even without an employer, you're still helping us out.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
Oh.
I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude.
Yeah, Kusanali, best god so far out of all of them. Personally, I like her a lot more than the other three that we've met so far. I'm sorry. Despite being the youngest, she seems the most capable.
Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Alright, back to Aru Village. Are we gonna have to walk there? No, thank God.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too.
I would trust Candace with my life, from what I've seen so far.
She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Sounds good.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Get them. Get their asses. They deserve it. Wait, oh, we can eavesdrop?
You heard the question. Now answer me.
Oh, shit. Candace reminds me of that quiet friend who is always so sweet and personable, but then it's like you say the wrong thing and she is like the scariest person you've ever met.
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this. All we have to do is wait for her word.
Alright, so we're gonna time skip to do this. We got a lot of... said 6 a.m. So while we wait, how's everyone doing? Again, I'm sorry that this is very slow. But it'll get better soon, I promise. I hope. One can hope. Also, if you see my face and it looks like I'm making some weird faces, I'm wearing my glasses right now and they keep wanting to fall down. So, I'm sorry if it looks like maybe my eyes are freaking out or something. So...
Hey,
like we never left.
Right on time.
Did we learn anything from the criminals?
We'll know any moment now.
Oh.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes
It
strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility.
Yes, it's a pain, but my eyes do not want to cooperate with contacts today. So.
Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
I think you're great. I think you're fantastic. So fantastic that I might have to pull for you when your banner comes out, eventually.
Really? Thanks for that.
Aw, she deserves it.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
You mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
My mom sounds so scared.
Right.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Oh. Please don't freeze on me. Please don't freeze on me. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. I thought it was gonna freeze on me for a second there.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
She mastered it really quickly, too. Now she's just as terrifying as he is.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Oh, shit.
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
Is it the doctor? Is it Scaramouche? It might not be Scaramouche. I'm not sure about that one. I have no idea what plane of existence that man is even on right now. But it might be the doctor. I don't know.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry.
Ah!
It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Where are the village keepers now?
I'm not sure.
Oh, of course you don't.
That's
No.
one.
Huh? One what?
One what? Don't make me reach 3, young man.
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Oh, shit.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there.
Oh, 2.5?
You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Do you have any idea who that mysterious person might be? Does he have a mask and blue hair by chance?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
Oh, this might be the doctor.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you...
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that, my bad. She just said, what do you mean, though? Thankfully. Oh! What did he do?
Smooth.
Damn it, Sino.
Okay, speak.
Did he knock him out just so that way he wouldn't listen to none of them would listen to Uncle Anpu?
If my suspicions are correct,
He doesn't care.
this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
In Sumeru City, Sataria also mentioned King Desheret's resurrection is just the Academia's misinformation campaign.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
That's terrible. They're like mad because they found too much, they knew too much, they figured out too much, and now they're just being used as tools in their, messed up state. That's terrible. God, I can understand why Sino left. And why Tighnari didn't want any involvement in the project he was asked to be a part of.
Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
Yes.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Okay, we're finally exploring. Yes. Yay.
Pack up and get ready to leave.
I like how none of us have, brought up Alhaitham. I hope he's not doing anything behind our backs.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
I am ready to go now. If no one else is ready, I'm leaving you behind.
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
Do.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
I love how they're still passed out there in the back.
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
Sometimes they have some useful things to say in here, so I'm just double checking some stuff.
I just hope everyone's all right.
Okay. And serves you all right. I love the little icon that they have for when you're in the desert. This little icon right here. It's so cool and unique to some of the other stuff that we've seen. Gosh, I want to explore the desert. Oh my god, there he is.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa!
Oh, thank god he's back.
Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
Was he eavesdropping the whole time?
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
I like that sitting animation. That's unique. I haven't seen anyone else sit like that in the game so far. He doesn't give a shit. I love it.
Hey, what's with the silence?
What's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Oh, don't do Paimon dirty like this. We already do that enough as it is.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
We have a look of concern. Go ahead, I won't stop you.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
Really?
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate.
I don't know.
Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving us time to think. No, he's too mysterious for Paimon.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Is he talking about Sino? Do they still hate each other?
All hate them. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
That is true.
Yeah, you're all talk.
No, he's not all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
But what was it?
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
The boys are fighting once again. They're fighting.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
What? But we traveled to the desert together for the first time, and now you're saying we're not teaming up? I'm hurt, I'll hate them. I'm hurt. I'm devastated.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Right here in the village?
That look. God, I love this dynamic.
Correct.
I love that they hate each other.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Oh.
You mean some of them lied to us?
I'm not surprised, but here we are. Devastated, but not surprised.
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them.
Not sure what it's exactly from, but I like to use it because it looks like cheese. Oh, long. I love it. Valid.
By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can't find new info from someone we've already spoken to?
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived.
Ah, the nervous one.
The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
We're on it. Alright. We gotta explore at some point. I'm ready to leave Aru Village to get
Miss
to
Shawnee,
more
as
of
we
this.
discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Oh dear.
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Uh-oh.
Is it really that simple?
I hope so.
May I call you Traveler?
Sure thing. Hi, Miss Shawnee.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something.
She sounds so friendly, but
Do you think the
terrified.
resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No,
Why's that?
because it'll only result in conflict.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Oh, aw. I can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in.
Makes me wonder where Paimon's from. If she's not connected with or affiliated with one specific region. I can't wait until we figure out what's going on. She might, I don't know, we might have to fight her in the future. face. There's so many theories that Paimon might be the god that trapped us here in the world of Teyvat in the first place. Oh man, can't wait for the Paimon boss fight, baby.
We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided
No,
to stay here
I
for a
wish.
while.
I'm ready to fight something, but
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Oh, Hatham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
yeah.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Ooh.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
That's really sad.
Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Al-Haytham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion.
I have a feeling that it's the village people that are trapped. Oh.
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Could you make out where the sounds were coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
A hospital?
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar.
Oh.
But it's been abandoned for years.
We need to check out that hospital. Stat!
Let's go!
Hospitals are where doctors are. And who knows, we might see the doctor. I'm so sorry. I just really want to see the doctor again. I want to fight him. Okay. Where are we going? We finally get to explore a little bit of the desert! Ah! As a former doctor... Okay... Makes me confused. What? Confused. Oh wait! Oh wait! I remember exploring this area. This is a hospital? It's abandoned. Need a doctor from Doctor Who every time. Oh! Okay.
It's so hot.
I don't know Doctor
But a
Who all
mist
that
flower
much. I'm
would
so
melt in
sorry.
this
I
heat.
didn't get that reference, Felix.
Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you'll get what I mean. Oh.
You know what? Screw it. We're fighting.
Can't see?
I need to fight at some point.
Out of my way!
Cascade.
They asked for it. I don't want to do anything, and here they are wanting to do shit. I just want to go to the hospital. And I can't do that when they want to fight me.
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Why are you worried about
Monsters, watch out!
We are literally in the desert, Paimon. What do you expect?
This way. Keep up. Wait.
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that.
Grant us your blessing.
I just love that animation.
I hit everything.
Oh, right. Oh shit, okay, we going.
Too easy. I'll settle this.
One with the bars.
No! I don't have a geo character to weaken the shield.
I'll uproot you.
Oh shoot,
Hear my prayers.
Cascade.
I thought he had his burst ready and I was looking at Candace by
They were
mistake.
easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
What were you even expecting?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, something like that.
Paimon. We've been adventuring for how long? And you expect that all of a sudden?
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Yeah, we do.
This is the one.
What is? He triggered one for us. He opened the door. I was wondering how to get in.
Let's go in and take a look.
I had been looking everywhere trying to figure out how to get into this building, and I had to do the freaking quest to do that? Oh. And there's nothing in here?
Hey, we haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then.
Until then?
I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
What? Paimon, chill out! There's a thing called personal space. What a vibe. Always ready for a break. Yes. Don't bother him! Jesus!
Okay, sure.
Oh my god, he's actually letting us. Are they notes? Not actually a book?
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion, in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya!
He just goes back to reading! God, I love this dynamic too. He's kind of acting like an older brother to Paimon. He's like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. It's like, you... I love it.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while, either. I feel like I'm being called out. I haven't read in a hot minute. I read, but, I haven't read a book in a while. I've been reading, articles and books online instead. Maybe it's time to spread your wings and become learned.
Hey, what good is that gonna do for you?
What?
You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their studies.
Paimon, have you even ever read a book? The more you learn, the more money you can earn to support me.
Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon?
It's supposed to be a mutual agreement, bestie. Come on. Isn't that what I'm doing now?
Oh, right. Okay then. Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you.
Aw, that was the cutest little thank you I've ever heard. You're welcome. Oh. It's going into nighttime just immediately. Okay.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Oh my god, can you guys hear that?
Huh? What was that sound?
Oh my god, you can hear it. Oh shit.
There it is.
Dude, that's creepy.
It's coming from that direction.
Creepy. Ooh.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Oh my god, it's so loud now.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Even if it is crying, it doesn't even sound human. It almost sounds like a monster crying. Like, not even a human.
Something is off about the interior here.
Smash it! Smash the wall. Or the floor. Never mind. Hilly churls? I doubt it, but it's possible.
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
Oh, this looks cool.
Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Oh. What? As someone who's an archer, I'm obligated to... Oh, I'm obligated to do that. Let's see. Investigate the elemental monuments around the hospital. Oh, you mean like this? Okay, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay, sweet. Let's see. There's not one down here, is there? I doubt it. Oh yeah, the scarabs are down there.
That's close enough.
What are you doing? You're not even on the roof. You're just... What? I can't get you from here.
Let's nip that in the bud. Be still.
Good lord, dude. Let's see. I need those. Okay, now I'm getting too far. Let's see. Ah, okay, there's one over here.
One with the forest. Mind the deluge.
Our bond is strong.
Where are you going? I can't see anything.
Out of my way.
All right.
Dissipate.
Can't see.
What is he doing? Poor guy got clipped into the wall. There we go.
Stand with me.
Gotta heal just a little bit.
One with the forest.
Alright, that's the second one. Can I find it through elemental sight by chance? No? Okay. That's a shame. Why does it keep zooming in on me? I'm not doing anything. Alright, so gotta find the third one. Maybe if we... What are you doing? Tainari, please. Alright, let's see. So we got 1, 2, we need one more, and it's right there. No!
You're exposed!
I am stuck. I can't do anything.
Everything! Enshroud!
I don't feel like fighting scorpions. Okay. So now we gotta go back to the lower level of the hospital. But before I do... What? I'll have to find that key later. Birdie... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Cloud Retainer, I am sorry, but I'm going to have to stash you away for the time being. I feel like you're getting in the way just a little bit. Emergency notice. Patient Abbas... Abba? Abbas? Male, 23 years old. Mole on the left side of forehead and left-handed, while his condition remains very serious. So glad I'm watching you go through this place, because if I did this on my I'd poo my face. No, you would be fine, Oolong. This place isn't that scary. Mamma mia. Survival will be difficult without professional medical care. The patient's survivability, once found, immediately inform. Don't give up. Stay positive. All beings are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the document has been rendered unreadable by weathering. Sorry. This week's meals. Keep a balanced diet. Rest regularly and maintain a good mood. Monday, minty bean soup, taichin, lunch, curry shrimp, pandapuri, dinner. Tuesday, salad, biryani, fish with cream sauce, potato boat. Ooh, potato boat sounds good. Wednesday, shakshuka, and bean cake. Oh yeah, we know bean cakes. The remaining sections are blank. We don't get a meal for Wednesday through Friday? Shakshuka! Something tells me you know what that is. In case of emergency, contact physician on duty immediately. Monday, Ibrahim. Tuesday, blank. Wednesday, Amodi? I'm gonna say Amodi. The remaining sections are blank. Well, something happened. Oop, I didn't mean to hit that again. Well, something happened on Thursday. It's very good. It's like eggs cooked in a slightly spicy tomato sauce, essentially. Ooh, that sounds really good. I'm gonna have to try that. An old vase. There seems to be the darkened remains of a stem inside the vase. It was probably used to hold flowers. The words "for Avon" are at the bottom of the bottle. It seems to have been a gift to someone named Avon. Or Avon. It's probably Avon. Oh.
Look, there's someone over there.
Oh shit, I wasn't actually expecting to see someone. If you've heard of it or had eggs in purgatory, it's similar to that. Oh, I think I've heard of that actually. I haven't had it, but I've heard of it. Ooh, I gotta add stuff to my recipe book now. Well, anyways, we're talking about food while there's some poor soul cowering in the corner. We need to be careful.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait.
Wait.
You're...
He knows him? Uh-oh.
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
Who is he?
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
Oh!
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
So how did he become like this?
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late.
Oh no.
Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Oh shit. He's too out of it to get out of here on his own, probably. Oh my god, they probably just left him to die here. Oh no. Oh no, what is that?
There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
That better not be blood.
Loaded with people?
Oh, that's probably blood.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
Oh, the poor soul.
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
Oh! Oh, did he use, like, one of those divine knowledge capsules? Uh-oh.
Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, no! The Eremite guy who went mad.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
I didn't think they were, but sure.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this.
One way or another, it leads to the Academia being pieces of shit, so that's all that matters.
It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends. This scheme has one further advantage to the Academia.
And hit the space
all
bar
the risks
by
and
accident.
responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers.
I'm so sorry, I did not mean to rush through that. I had a muscle spasm in my thumb.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that.
Ooh.
The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
I see.
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Oh, ew, that would be terrifying, I think.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
I mean, now that you think about it more in hindsight, I guess it makes sense, but ugh, that's still disturbing to think.
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible.
Oh no.
Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
Oh.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
How did you learn of this technology?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects.
Oh.
Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
Ooh.
Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Well, the doctor can. No, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars had made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the Academia is after. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer, or Scaramouche in this case. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god! Ah!
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The Academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness. Gotta head out to get ready for bed. Have a good night and rest the stream. Thank you for staying as long as you did, Felix. I'm sorry if it was a little slow. I wasn't expecting it to be this slow, but hopefully it'll get better. Real quick before you leave, I have a YouTube channel that has all the VODs listed, so you are free to watch those at your own leisure if you need to catch up on anything, because I try to explain stuff and I know I'm not the best at explaining it, so feel free to watch those to make more sense of things if you feel like it. So, but again, thank you so much for staying and have a good night. Oh, and on YouTube, I'll get it in Twitch soon, but basically on YouTube, I'm just Aleska Bellin there too, so you should find me, no issue, no problem. Bye-bye! Alright, now back to seriousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to.
Oof.
However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge?
To become a god.
The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal?
To make someone a god.
I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry.
Fair enough.
Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Does the divine knowledge capsule have the brain of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata in it? Of the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Is that why it's like people are going mad and also hearing the world forget me? Because that's what we heard when we or an Irminsul, and that's directly connected to the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So, is the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, like, technically, like, I mean, she's gone, but is she still kinda with us? Is that what's happening?
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no.
Oh.
My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
That, I mean, he has a point. We can't really save everyone right now.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motives are more specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want.
He's the definition of an edgy lone wolf, I feel.
The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
That is fair. Totally fair. Though he rejects the notion of greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivations. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Paimon!
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Jesus! He just called her boring. So what do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us.
We're going back to the
We'll
village.
work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Hello? Key! We got the key! Oh my gosh. Where? Oh, I thought someone sent a comment. Alright. What is this? Uh-oh, do I have to voice act? I can't do high pitch like Paimon. Paimon wonders what sort of treasure we'll find here. I can't voice Paimon. I will try. The shelves are full of thin books. You browse through them and find that they seem to be hospital documents such as medical records or financial statements. You shut the door in disappointment. I have to click it? Oh my god. Paimon thought that Paimon thought there would be some special treasure inside. Even these wooden barrels and crates we find in our adventures are better than this. At least those had cabbage or fowl inside. What's this? It looks like it fell out from over here. Let Paimon see. Maybe it'll lead us to treasure. Oh god. Patient name, Abbas. Gender, male. Occupation, farmer. Basic status, at admission. Scabby skin at limb extremities. Multiple ulcers on the back, chest, and other bodily surfaces. Weakness of limbs and poor mobility observed. So he's got Elazar. Mental faculties. are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Amodi. Week 1 of hospitalization, new scabs at limb extremities and enlarged ulcers. The left arm seems unusable and is in pain. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Amodi. Week 3 of hospitalization. The scabs are scale-like and have spread across the surface of the body. There is necrosis in multiple ulcers. The patient has fallen into a coma. Doctor in charge, Amodi. Week 9 of hospitalization. The necrosis of the ulcers have been effectively kept under control and no new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. The patient is in a comatose state. Doctor in charge. Is this Dottore? The blank ones? I knew he was expelled from the academia, but did he become like an unlicensed doctor at some point? I'm not sure. We'll just say whoever at some point. Maybe. I don't know. But the fact that the necrosis of the ulcers have been effectively kept under control and no new scabs happened the week that this doctor is in charge makes me think that he might be involved, because what had happened with Kale was that when her parents basically gave her to the doctor to help cure her, he was able to cure the symptoms of Elazar, but, you know, like, torture her in the process. So I wonder if this is the same thing. Week 15 of hospitalization. The wound from the replacement treatment has not healed even after a long time. No new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. There is weakness in the limbs, and the patient cannot grasp items on their own. The patient is also experiencing fever and vomiting. Mental faculties are coherent, though fatigued, poor sleep, and unable to eat. Doctor in charge, unknown. Week 21 of hospitalization. We have started to manage to keep the scabs on the body surface under control, and the new limbs function has been restored. The patient is experiencing chronic coughing and is prone to fainting. Mental faculties are coherent and in a good state. Sleep quality and appetite are decent. See? This patient, he got better. That makes me very nervous as to what happened to him in the end. Yeah, I feel so bad. Oh god, if the symptoms worsen on Kale, if something happens to her, I'm going to freaking cry on stream. I will not be ashamed of it. Something better not happen to my baby. Ugh. What does the other document say? Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, we got a lot here. Treatment subject, Avis. Okay, doctor in charge, blank. Status. After 20 weeks of treatment, specimen 4's new skin and new left arm have recovered well. No changes in appetite or sleep. Mental state fluctuates beyond the normal range. There have been multiple attempts to leave the care area. God's voice guides me is cited as motivation, and the specimen is believed to have delusional tendencies. Additionally, the God's voice described in the confession is possibly related to the resonant quake phenomenon present in the internal topographic structure of the dunes. This should be investigated to rule out ungovernable input interference. Increased supervision. Treatment protocol. The second phase of the blank trial is beginning to see results. The next phase, blank. Objective, specimen 4's organs. That makes me nervous. Following extensive examination. Essays to read today. I freaking guess. We're not reading essays, we're reading medical reports. They have big words in them, alright? Following extensive examination, sample 3 is the best material for the third phase of the blank trial. Before the implementation of blank is required. Continuous vomiting and skin blank is a normal occurrence. Blank must be prepared beforehand for specimen 4 to maintain the circulation of blank. After completion of the basic blank operation, I'm so sorry for all these blanks, observe the subject for 1 week. If normal physiological activity is observed in the organs, the rate of deterioration of surface scabs is reduced and limb function is restored. The next phase of the blank trial can commence. Is this Is this what's happening of, like, what happened to Kale? Because they, like, basically transferred... They put, like, a god's power, or, like, a little bit of it in her. And, in the manga, Sino was able to, like, not get rid of it, but he was able to, like, seal it in her. I wonder if this is what's happening. Like, ejection and torture or something. Physician's notes. All specimens have one thing in common. Body elemental quantities were abnormally high levels and were positively correlated with the severity of the disease. After the blank experiment, I think this might be it. Body elemental quantities were reduced and samples self-reported a reduction in symptoms. It is reasonable to hypothesize that there is a causal relationship between elemental quantities and Elazar. More controlled trials should be conducted to exclude redundant variables. Note: the enrichment process of elemental quantities in humans may be dynamically sustained. After the completion of early blank experiments, within a short period of time, Specimen 1's physical indicators trended to the norm. In later stages, due to blank not being complete, the quantity of elements in the sample bodies rebounded and symptoms increased, leading to Specimen 1 blank. That makes me nervous too. Could not be recycled for materials. Oh, did he die? Did Specimen 1 die? Oh no. Information obtained. Preparations must be made for long-term trials. Blank cannot be stopped before the specimen's symptoms have stabilized. Due to the nature of the trial, there must be a method to stabilize the sample's moods. Removal of blank may be attempted. Sorry, there's so much to read. Following the new method, the material rejection rate has been significantly reduced. Specimen 2 and 3 developed mental instability due to associative connections to fundamental inner qualities of blank and tended to attribute the disease to unverifiable divine punishment, consequently considering it blasphemy to accept blank as treatment. It is very interesting, though. It is a very interesting thought. Exploring neurostimulation and the resulting cognitive shifts could be a future research topic. Due to the above uncontrollable variables, they halted at stage 2. A shame. However, a shame! So that means whoever dies, their body parts, if usable, are transplanted to other patients. I know! That sounds like what's happening. A shame. That's something the doctor would write in these medical reports. He'd just be like, a shame. However, the materials provided by these 2 samples were the best quality materials so far. It is reasonable to believe that the perfect performance of Specimen 4 is related to the material quality provided by these 2 samples. Ultimately, once the 3-stage experiment was completed, Specimen 4's symptoms disappeared completely, proving that it is possible to use blank to control the elemental content of a person's body without relying on elemental power. There is potential for weaponization. Yeah, this is the doctor. Oh no. Discussions of research on blank have to be increased in the future. Humans have unlimited potential. It may be foolish for me as a researcher to write this, but with enough input I might be able to reach the level of a god. Or so people might call it. Oh, shit. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. I understand it. Ignorant might be a bliss here, to be honest. You understood it? Paimon only got the bit that goes, God's voice guides me. Does that mean there'll be unique voices guiding us here? It could be underground water flow or creature activity. Yeah, who knows? There might be some underground ruins. Let's listen for any sounds and take a closer look when we hear something. Before my time. Uh-oh. What is this achievement? People don't want to mention his name, nor do want to remember his words or deeds. It has to be the doctor, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. There's no way it's not the doctor, right? Right? Oh, God. Oh, dear. We're just gonna teleport from here on out. Oh, God. God, the doctor's really cool, but he is a disturbing individual. A disturbing, possibly disturbed individual. And I don't like it. Yeah, like 99%. We're like 99% sure.
We're back!
Oh God, we get voice acting again, thank God.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
Especially when he's the only one so far who knows how to treat that disease. Yeah, I think he taught a team in the manga at some point. So, I don't know if the doctor dealt directly with Kale, but I think that's a possibility. Or at least his second in command in it definitely did. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know that the doctor was truly involved, and I think Kale knows that. So, oh boy. I hope Specimen 4 is not Kale. I wonder if it is. I doubt it is. I don't know where she was taken to get experimented on, but I don't think it's her, but there's a possibility that it is. I don't know. All I know is poor Kale, and I am ready to punch the doctor in the face.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
You tell everyone what you saw in the abandoned hospital and share your current theory.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
That's so disturbing.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
Got a spy, someone on the inside.
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Oh, Paimon sounds so hurt.
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Care to share your thoughts?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Oh, that eye narrow. He's like, what did you fucking say?
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
There's no fighting in front of Candace, you two. No fighting.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole.
I don't think he's the mole.
Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra?
Oh.
As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
Oh shit.
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules.
Oh.
I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
Oh shit.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too?
Oh, that's creepy.
But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty important. You're the General Mahamatra.
The Akasha is capable of computation.
Oh shit.
The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
Aww. Well said, Candace, well said. I would also be, like, stunned if I heard about that, too.
They escaped because of me.
Don't beat yourself. How would you have known? Don't beat yourself up. You're fine.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Oh.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now. If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him.
Yep, that's right!
Ah, I think we're getting a plan.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, Paimon.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Are we all, like, splitting up again?
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
Why does that voice sound so familiar all of a sudden?
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Chat, don't question me on this. Do you guys know? don't judge me for this, okay, chat? I think I might. I just swear, this kid sounds really similar to a character in the Ever After High web series. Ever After High is a freaking doll line from Mattel, where it's like the kids of fairy tales are attending a high school to follow their destiny or like rebel against it and make their own. He sounds a lot like Blondie Locks. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying I'm just saying what he sounds like to me, and I swear it sounds like the voice actress who does Blondie Locks. I gotta look into this later. I'm really curious.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
This is what happens when you have like too much voice actor trivia in your head. Like you start to think, is this so and so? Is this so and so that plays such and so in the game? Or from this show?
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you!
We gotta get those munchies!
Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Yeah, Dia, she literally just bounced, man. Where'd she go?
I'll be awaiting your good news.
I'm sorry you can't come with us, Candace. I don't think we need to talk to the village chief. I think we're fine. I saw that emoji, Oolong. I'm glad that you feel as mind blown as me. Where are we going? Okay. Can I teleport there by chance? Not particularly. I know there's probably an easier way to get there, but we're taking the fun way. Yo.
So, where do we go from here?
Sino, do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
He's
I know
waiting
the
for
desert
us.
like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
I swear that's Blondie Locks. Right there. I swear it. Oh my god.
There's something here.
This is gonna bug me now.
What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
Someone bring a shovel?
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Now isn't the time for complaining, Paimon.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
Do they even have sleeves? Paimon has sleeves. With some effort, you managed to retrieve the buried objects.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a headset.
Looks like a helmet.
Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way, because there are device fragments scattered around here.
Ooh. Sorry if my model glitches out here just a second. I got an itchy nose.
Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Let's split up, gang. Everyone goes in different directions and starts digging in the sand. After a short while, you dig up another device nearby.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
It looks like where Kusanali's being held. The Sanctuary of Surasthana? Is that what it is? Something Surasthana.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
Oh. Well.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Who attacked him, though?
Wait, what?
Who attacked him?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
I sure as hell hope so.
Rizak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand,
Sandstorm?
I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Oh. I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
If we run, we can just make it. Oh shit, we are running, okay.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
Paimon!
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Paimon, shut up. He's running slightly faster than me and I don't like it.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Oh. Oops.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Oh no.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Shh. Dia! Dia! Uh-oh.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
Uh-oh.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Dia?
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
We're not getting everything. I'm still gonna trust her.
I knew it. That's our Dia.
We didn't hear the whole thing.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Oh my god, someone grab him!
Hey, what are you doing?
God damn it.
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
Ramen?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru Village?
Dia?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Raman.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Dia is on Dia's side.
Shut it, Paimon.
That's not a good sign. But someone said it. Oh no.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
I know everyone like gives Paimon crap for you know, being Paimon, but I find Paimon pretty endearing. At least the English VA Paimon pretty endearing. But still, it's really funny to hear someone tell her to shut up.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Oh.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison.
Oh shit.
If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
Oh my god, now she trusts them. Oh my god, it's the 3 are bonding. They're finally together.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say?
We're not with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We're with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile.
Fight, 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 fight.
Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia?
I'll hate them?
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage.
What? What?
These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
What's he doing? What's he plotting? What's he doing?
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
But why is he doing it?
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Oh, they're not gonna do that. Shut up, Paimon.
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
You should.
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Everything.
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
But Ruka Devata's not even current Dendro Archon. Please.
Not so fast.
Just accept Kusanali, please.
I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
He probably revels in it.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Her whole arm?
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's hesitating.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
He literally just wants your arm. Oh my god.
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Oh my god.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
What? Oh shit.
No!
Right in front of a kid, too! Oh shit, I forgot Isak was there.
Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
Oh god, oh god.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Why did you do
Do it!
Dia!
Dia! Run!
Oh shit. Oh god. Why are we getting this kind of a cutscene?
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces?
Okay, that cutscene. I know it was a really serious moment, but god, that animation was janky. Oh my god.
You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
God, someone with some sense. Oh my gosh. I don't even think it was a cutscene. It's like some weird slow-mo thing. It was! Yeah, that was really janky. Oh my gosh.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia!
You almost... You are willing to cut your arm off right in front of this poor kid. That is trauma right there. Oh my gosh.
That was crazy. Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Yeah, I'm with Paimon. Like, what if he actually did go through with it?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Please don't do that ever again.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Still, like your entire arm?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them.
We can all deal with the likes of them. Like, oh my god.
If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Well, don't say that.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up.
Oh my god.
Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Are we gonna have to go all the way back to the village? You all return to the village and rest in your rooms and prepared, but what are the chances of success? What are the stakes? There's no way of knowing. Those go by really fast. I'm not hitting any buttons for those. And they're going super fast. What time is it? I wanna get the story! I have to wait until tomorrow. Okay, chat. While we wait. I'm so sorry that this story is kind of going a bit of a snail's pace. But we're getting there. We're getting to the good stuff, I feel. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my right arm. And I'm not willing to give that up. Alright. Where are we going? Woo!
Keep up.
Okay.
You're all here so early.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. and we're late. Oh god.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
Are we sure it's okay to take a kid?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Aww.
Okay, let's go then.
We better keep him safe. If something happens to Isak, I am going to cut off someone's right arm.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Well, don't let Candace be upset with you. Don't let Mom get upset with you.
Fine.
Alright, go to the agreed location, which is almost 2,000 meters away! Oh my gosh! Well, it's a good thing I got these teleporters done ahead of time. Holy shit. I'm glad I did that. We don't have to worry about all the trekking and running. We can just see the nifty pyramid from a distance.
So hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you'll get what I mean.
Look at all of them! Oh my gosh, they're in line! Look at them! They're little patooey. They're so cute! Oh my gosh. Oh shoot, they're coming this way. Hang on. I think they're doing a full circle. I don't want to get caught by them. Look at all the tumbleweeds. I didn't know tumbleweeds were a thing in the desert. Alright. Oh, there's a Dendroculus. Oh, there's a Sealy over there. I guess that's our meeting point. Who's that off in the distance? Who's that off in the distance? Hold on, I want to get this Sealy first. We're gonna delay it just a little bit so I have an excuse to do a little bit of exploring before we get back into the story. Because I have a feeling that it's gonna get interesting. I just got that gut feeling, you know? Do 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 do. He's just, my man's just chilling. Just taking his time. I love it. Gosh, where is this little dude's perch? I run, oh my gosh, it's all the way at the teleporter. Oh, whoops. Sorry, we're going in one big line. Yoop. Oh, got an achievement. Okay, that was kind of worth it.
Smells like something good is inside.
All right. Let's make our way over there. Again. Sorry for the wait, chat. I don't want to fight that scorpion. I need an excuse to do a little bit of running at the very least. I hope I can get this Dendroculus over here. I think that's what they're called. Dendroculus, Animoculus, Geoculus. That's what I'm assuming that they're pronounced as, but I could be wrong entirely. There's two of them here? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No! It's blocked by a wall! It's blocked by a mirage. Oh god. Hang on. Hang on, chat. We're gonna try and get this one real quick. Oh, it's puzzle stuff.
Keep up.
I'll do it later then. So we can get to the story faster. I think that one up there is also going to be involved in that too, so we'll get that at some point. Oh. Cutscene! Cutscene! Cutscene. No, it's not a cutscene.
They got here before
I
us.
thought it was a cutscene.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
You didn't have to admit that. 5 minutes is nothing.
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Yeah, that's only one person?
Bring him over.
Is it Grandpa?
Grandpa!
Oh no!
Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think?
No, we agreed on something completely different.
And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
Oh, Dia's mad. Dia's pissed. Cutscene! Oh shit.
what you're doing!
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
He's shaking.
Coward. Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Oh!
Paimon's dizzy.
Where did we go? Was that Kusanali? Was it? Is everyone okay? It's a giant hole.
This day's going just great.
Oh no.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
No doubt about it. You finally believe me.
The dendro Archon. The present one.
The present one. The one who deserves love. Because she's trying her best.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Even though that's like a remnant of Kusanali's power within him, that's a lot of power to be able to protect, like, all of those people with a giant shield. Oh my gosh. Makes you wonder just how much power Kusanali really has. That'd be really interesting to see.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
Ooh.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Ooh.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King!
I was wondering if they're okay, but now that they've been confirmed that they're okay, I wish they were gone.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
Shoot them back up. We can throw them. They don't need to be here.
Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
You know, the most annoying one that gets off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
I mean, I kind of do too. I've been waiting for these. He's still there. Ew. Right, Oolong, ew.
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
I mean, I want to go in for completely different means, because I just want to see what the inside of these ruins look like.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in guides.
I'll hate them. He can be interested in whatever he wants.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people.
Right
now, I'm going inside.
Oh boy. Oh boy. New teleport unlocked. Okay, I want to see... these guys I probably don't need to talk to, but I want to see these two.
Grandpa?
Oops.
Grandpa? Oh no, he's getting confused again.
His hands are really dusty. That's a good detail. Oh, we can't talk to him. But his name is Khalil? 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 I'm gonna call him Khalil. We'll still call him Grandpa, but I think it's Khalil. Let's see. Do we have to get in through there? Do we have to climb? Oh. Ooh! Oh, okay, sweet. Okay. Recommended elements. Okay, so they recommend electro, pyro, and cryo. We are going to change it up a bit, just because I'm not entirely sure what's here. We're going to keep Tighnari, though, because I love him. But we will add... we'll add Toma for the shield and application, and then we'll add Ayaka. The cryo.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Kamisato clan's representing today, apparently. This should work. Because you never know with these kinds of domains if you need to trigger something. So, I'm going to go with the specified stuff. Let's go! Ooh, it looks cool in here.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Oh.
It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman.
Sir? You're calling him Sir?
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Even he's wondering, like, why are you calling me Sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Oh. Oh.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Let me explore. Alright, cool. Let's see if there's anything over this way first. God, this music's so good! Ah! It sort of reminds me of how Zhongli was proving to the lady about the salt god. Yeah, it does kind of give off those vibes. You're totally right. I can totally see that. Oh. What are these? Oh, a guide. Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to King Desheret's holy guidance. Look up at the wall? Look up? No. Look up at the wall. Which wall, guide? Which wall? Hold on, I'm gonna read that again. Look up at the hall. I meant hall, not wall, I'm sorry. Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to King Desheret's holy guidance. What are all of these? Oh. I love me some good rotating puzzles. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move... Tighnari, please. I'm gonna have to move these once more. because that moved these two. There we go. Easy enough. I didn't have to look at no hall. Oh! Ooh! That's pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna study this architecture. Oh my gosh. This is so cool! This makes me feel like I'm in some kind of Tomb Raider game right now. Hello!
Can't see.
Whirling snow!
Don't get too close.
What? God, this music's so good. Are you stuck? There we go. All of that just for a Sunsetia and a carrot. Alright. Let's go. I feel like I'm Lara Croft all of a sudden.
Here's backup!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! My apologies! Take flight!
Oh no, he dropped down! Oops. Whoops. Where'd it go? Hello? Where are you going? Oh my gosh. Sorry, hang on. My goodness. We shall treasure this good fortune. I want to see if there's anything over here. Nope, doesn't look it. You know, in 3.0 they fixed the patch where like Mona and Ayaka's sprint gets stuck on surfaces that are like mildly higher or lower than stuff, and I haven't been able to test it out because I haven't been using Ayaka all that much. Oh! Let's see. Ooh! Oh! Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay. I got that. Now, where am I going? There we go. Sorry if I'm moving, if I'm spazzing out with the camera. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Ooh, a mirage. A couple of Sunsetias. Oh, hello.
I'll settle this.
Let's nip that in the bud.
I love the Desert Ruins music. Hello. Oh, he's been scorched. The poor little guy. Oh. Let's see. Anything of note over here? Those are some pretty flowers off in the distance. Can you see those? They kind of remind me of the ones that are like located at Artist Daihi? Is that the greenhouse? The greenhouse. The one where poor Kusanali Catherine got stabbed. Can you activate? No! Whoops. Whoops. Come back down, please. Listen, my curious mind delays the end goal. It's the journey that counts. Alright. Oh my goodness.
Enshroud! Ha!
Try and
keep up.
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Fire it up! I got you covered!
Get him, Toma! I'm so glad I have Toma built. I'm glad I get to play him. He's one of my favorite characters. I mean, I don't have him, like, built, but he's good for an applicate. He's good for a pyro applicator. After 6 days infiltrating the temple, I finally understand the priest's parlor tricks. The elevator will descend to the ground, get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. Oh. I was wondering why there were 2 parts to this. Nonsense like forbidden ground ahead, mortals shall not pass, or whatever are just made up by the priests to hoodwink us. I leave this method here in hopes that the people of King Deseret who shall travel here in the future shall freely enjoy the privilege of witnessing his sacred presence. Oh, I thank you. Woo! Probably was not the plan. Can I go back up? Can I go back up? Please? I'm a dummy. I should have known what's happening ahead of time. Alright. No! Why did I do that? I didn't mean to hit that button. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Come back down, please. Thank you. I'll figure this out, I promise. The button's there. I'm tempted to hit it every time. Okay. Okay. So let me see how this works real quick. And I can't climb up here, unfortunately. Okay. Alright, here we go. That's easy, and I don't know why I made it so complicated. I am very sorry. There we go.
One with the forest. I hear everything.
Okay.
My apologies.
Ooh, it's very laggy and it keeps wanting to zoom
Check
in.
this out.
Lightning, Jericho!
Enshroud. Ha!
Come back! Come back! I'm trying to heal.
Fire it up.
Take flight.
There we go. Some more puzzles. And what does this do? Hello? I guess we'll... Let's see. Oh! Okay, it's continuously spinning it. Okay, I see. Let's see. Turn that off. There we go! That was easy. Are there any other secrets here that I should be aware of before I go? I don't think so. I think we're good. Wait, why are we going down? Oh, did I miss my stop? Oh, we're going down, down. Okay.
Oh, now that's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
There are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
No! Oh! Oh, okay, we going. Oh. Oh, I'm playing. Oh, I'm the Traveler. I'm Lumine. Hold on, I gotta take this in real quick.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Uh-oh.
Wait. What's that?
What's what?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
It looks like a tomb. King Desherit?
Oh, these are Scarlet King runes.
Are we gonna see a mummy?
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
I wanna see a mummy.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala.
Oh, it's not. It's not the Scarlet King. I still wanna see a mummy though.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
20? I am... Wow. Okay. So that means, like, Sino and Tainari and Alhaitham all need to know 20 different languages? Oh, shit.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
My game's glitching a little bit.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
The what? Oh, okay. I'm seeing I'm having some issues. Hang on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Hang on. Uh-oh. Hang on, chat. Hang on. I'm gonna try and fix something real quick. Oh, gosh. Am I clear to you guys? Am I glitching by chance? I didn't lose you, did I? Are you guys still here? And for anyone in the chat, was I... Your model looks fine. Okay, so the game was laggy, but like my movements throughout it were fine because I was noticing on my end that even I was glitching. So maybe there's too much happening in the game for OBS to handle. Give me a second while I try and fix this. Okay, so the audio was fine too. Okay, sweet. Give me a sec. Well, I think we might just have to push through chat. Am I glitching right now by chance in this just chatting section? Was I glitching just then? OMG, you are. Okay, okay, because I'm noticing that the FPS is dropping tremendously. Chat, let's push through real quick, see if it's because of the domain that we're in. It could just be that there's too much happening for OBS to handle with everything regarding, like, all of the browsers open at once. Because I have it minimized right now, and it's not causing any issues. So, please bear with me. Please stay with me while we push through. It's gonna be laggy. I'm sorry. I think that's the unfortunate truth of the matter. I'm very sorry. Let's do this quick. Alright, let's do this. Real quick. Oh, it's so glitchy. It's so glitchy.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains.
The tree is too much for the game to handle. For me to handle! Ah!
Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
I'm sorry, chat.
Yes.
Push through.
However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself.
Oh.
You'll understand after watching it.
I can see the game being glitchy on my end. It really was just the tree, it's fine now. Okay. Cutscene!
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
Oh my god. Lesser Lord Kusanali is Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Or, I mean, the other way around? Oh my... Oh... And then the priests headgear is Cynos! What is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god.
The priest's memories.
Oh my god.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King were never enemies at all.
Oh my god.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
It's Kusanali. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata came to the rescue of King Desherit and his people, but eradicating the forbidden knowledge took so much of her power. The two deities' followers have resented each other all this time, completely unaware that their gods stuck by each other through life and death. I can't
You might
read.
be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
Oh my god.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. The Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment
Sorry,
of
chat,
crisis.
it's the tree again.
Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
It literally is the tree. I am so sorry.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
You know, now that we've seen that, Cyno's headpiece here that you can see on the screen, this yellow piece, looks like the memories of the priest. That's a really cool detail that they did. I'm really happy that they chose that.
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me, my Eremites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Raman takes some time to collect his thoughts while the rest of the party continue. Raman's reaction was nothing strange. Oh my god, they're going by too fast.
How you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for.
Oh, yay.
But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side.
Oh, thank you, Raman.
And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you, too.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Goddamn academia.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Yes.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
This is a turn for the better.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
Yes.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Yeah, we need to get out of here to get away from this tree as soon as possible. Uh-oh. Oh, we're laggy.
Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Okay. We're away from the tree. We're not really, but we... It really is cool. The priest definitely has a really cool tomb. How far can we go? I shouldn't stay in here longer than I probably should. Nah, it doesn't look like there's anything here. So we're gonna get away from this tree as soon as we can. Alright, cool. Sorry about that, chat. The game OBS could not handle the tree. It was too magnificent. Oh, I thought it was telling me to go back in. Alright. Let's go to... I'll do just a little bit more, and, I might be done here. I think we'll end it on a good note.
It's so hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat.
I'm gonna change it real quick while I talk. What was I saying? After we free these, villagers, we'll, probably call it quits.
Ramon, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is, thanks for agreeing to help.
And not cutting off Dia's arm.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it.
I don't think I've heard anyone say... Oh, wait, no, I've heard someone say hell in this. What am I talking about?
But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Oh.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh. Oh, what symbol is that? I think that's the architecture symbol.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
Yeah, the one wearing a hat. He's a student of basically the architecture program, if I remember correctly. Like, I actually researched this because I was really curious. I believe that this is the school that Kaveh is in. We don't know Kaveh all that much. The only thing we got is like a thing from Tainari and Kale and Dori, is that he's the one who built the Palace of Alcazar. I believe it was from this school that this hat's based off of. How cool is that?
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
General Mahamatra? No. Make it quick, please. Swift and painless.
Swift and painless.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Cowards! Cowards!
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
I mean, you were still an accomplice.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
What would he do?
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
Oh, shit.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
Gobble them up whole.
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
God, he sounds like such a nerd. Like a nerd from an early 2000s cartoon. The nerd that the bully picks on when you introduce the bully.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
Ooh.
I really don't know how to explain it.
Do the countdown, Sino. Do the countdown.
Well, you
Girl.
better start talking or you'll be sorry.
I mean, am I wrong, though? Am I wrong, though?
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
May I ask them a question? Like how everyone's threatening them, and then here I am. I would like to ask a question, please.
Be my guest.
Those sages are trying to create a new god, aren't they? Oh. Everyone's confused now.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
We're very serious.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru.
Oh no. Are they trying to replace Kusanali, or are they just trying to make Scaramouche a new god? Because I swear, it looks like they're trying to replace Kusanali in the process.
It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between.
I mean, that's okay. It should be okay.
The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse
Okay, that's
recently.
fair.
The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They
Uh-oh.
called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities.
Wait, is that, the Raiden Shogun's Gnosis?
The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
Why are they working together? That's what I'm curious about. Like, how did Scaramouche and the Doctor start working together?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
Yeah. Very
First,
extreme.
The Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output.
Oh no.
With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core.
Maybe this is a way of Scaramouche taking revenge. Oh, it definitely has something to do with hatred and revenge. Just, I wasn't expecting him to go this far in it. Oh my god.
Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
Oh my gosh.
It adds up.
Yes, it is. It's adding
But
up.
how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Yeah, how do you know?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail.
Huh.
Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
Oh. But the sage's end product won't be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. It will be the Balladeer.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom.
The acme of wisdom.
This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god.
But why?
When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation...
She's just younger! Give it time. Good God.
They found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom.
Her gnosis is powering the Akasha? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. That's bad. Really bad.
Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
God, if something happens to the Akasha terminal, her gnosis is long gone. That's... Ooh.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Bring them to justice, Sino! Even now, they still refuse to acknowledge Lesser Lord Kusanali. I never imagined a god could be subjected to such cruelty. And she's the best like, I love her. She deserves so much more.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure. As you wish.
Okay. Alright. I know we're ending on a cliffhanger. I know we're ending right when it gets to the really good part, but I have been streaming for a while now, so I think it is time to rest. So, we'll check some achievements that we got here, because I know we got a few. Desert Raider, find the ancient temple, I can't talk, beneath the flowing desert. Where the dark sun passes, understand the pass through the final words of the priest of Deshret. Okay. Do we have any more? We do have one more. Follow 10 Seelie to their Seelie courts in Hypostyle Desert, land of Upper Setek? I don't know. Setek, I'm gonna call it that. And land of Lower Setek. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm very sorry. But, so, that's about it for that. Let me change up some screens here. Alright, So, that is where we are in Act 4. I am back! Oh, James. Oh no, James, I was getting ready to leave. I'm so sorry. James, I am so sorry. You caught me literally just as I was about to leave. Connor and I just spent 2 hours recording. I spent 3 hours and 40 minutes playing. It is time to rest and cool down before I have to go to bed. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh no. Oh, jeez. I'm very sorry. You'll just have to catch my next stream then. What freaking timing? If it wasn't like near, oh, I'm so sorry. But I was planning on leaving, so I'll do my best. Yeah, I'm hoping to stream more the end of Act 4. I'm hoping to get to the end of Act 4 sometime this week. So, hopefully tomorrow? Hopefully? That's what I'm hoping for, is to stream tomorrow. So be on the lookout. If you don't have any plans tomorrow, come and see me. But thank you for coming. Thank you for staying as long as you did. I don't know how long you did stay, but thank you for showing up at the beginning and coming back. But it is time to rest. It is time to cool down for the evening until it is time to go to bed. So, you all have a good night, and oh, you've been lurking. Okay. Then I'm sure you know what happened with the tree. If you know what happened with the tree, then I know you can say that you have been lurking. Isn't that right? Chat who was here this whole time. Good night. Thank you for a wonderful stream as always. Thank you for staying Oolong for these. I'm glad that, you know, we're able to witness the story. Surely you know about the tree, James, if you've been lurking. But no, it's okay. We'll finish up, hopefully, Act 4 tomorrow, because I feel like we're getting to the really good part. I feel like this is the calm before the storm. For sure. So, you all have a pleasant night, and we will see each other soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Alrighty, so, bye-bye!